This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be
So
recorded.
this type of things you will manage here, and this type of things you will manage here. Check it carefully how these are going to be work, guys. Exactly, this is the way. Okay, finally, tell me one thing. Every day, lot of hackers, a lot of persons purpose is hacking the applications. At the end of the day, is our application is secure? Tomorrow, some person is coming to you, a customer is coming to you. He's asking, he want to develop an application. You have to create an application in which technology you are going to create. If you say PHP, he will say PHP is not secured. Can you use Java? Java is also not secured. Or if you are using Java, somebody will say Java is not secured, maybe something. Which one is secured then to create a web application then? Which one I have to choose now? You are learning Java today. You are learning .NET today. You are learning Python tomorrow maybe. So which one is secured at the end of the day, Andy? Chapandi, what is secured? No one is secured by saying this, right? Mari, how many websites are there in the world right now? Trillions, billions, trillions of websites are there. These many websites are there, but all the websites are creating, and many websites are created, many websites are creating by using these technologies only. If they are not secured, why they are creating these many websites, Andy? At the end of the day, which one is secured, Andy? By seeing this, I understand that no one is secured, right? Okay. I'm writing one point. Please try to read this point, all of you, online and offline. The security of an, okay, ఇక్కడ ఒక point రాయాలి. Each and every programming language is, you understand what I written there? Each and every programming language is 100% secured. Node.js, MongoDB, or whatever it may be, and PHP, Java, .NET, Ruby, all are 100% secured. Now you have a question. If all are 100% secured, why these are hacked then? They are hacked, right? Why they got hacked if all are 100% secured? Remember, next point I am writing, try to read this point. All of you, try to read this point. Understand? The security of an application always depends upon the developer. Who is developer? You are the developer. If you learn a programming language properly and correctly, you can write very good coding. Because of your wrong coding, with some less knowledge on coding, you are developing an application, and definitely that application will go hack. Every programming language is 100% secure. Every programming language is providing rich set of libraries to implement the security. As the developer, it's your responsibility to know each and every library, when to use, how to use, in this context what to use, in this context how to use. If you know this type of situations, your application is always 100% secure. The only person who is the cause, not the programming language. People do, okay, you cannot say Java secure, .NET secure. Every programming language is 100% secure. The only thing is what? It will depends upon the developer. Who is the developer? You are the developer. You are learning. If you learn well, very well, your application is always secured. If you are not attending the sessions properly, you completed the course, you started developing application, ante your application may be in hack. People may hack our application. Security is very very important, and if security wise, for example, you have Amazon and Flipkart, and if Amazon is not good in security wise, no one will go to that website, everybody will go to Flipkart. If Flipkart is not good, then what people will do? They will go for some other alternative for the Flipkart. So if something, some news came one day out, this Flipkart is not good or this Amazon is not good, some news came out, unfortunately, no one will use because of security reasons. You have to enter your payment details. My payment details may hack, I will fee. So if the details are hacked, no, I don't want to go to that website. Some other website, whatever it may be. Not only those websites, generally. So this is the biggest problem. When you are developing any application, security is the major constraint. You have to work on security. When you can work on security, ante if you know programming language very well. Java I know, by just knowing Java you cannot create a secured applications. You should know perfect way of learning. Whenever you are entering any data, the data should be cleaned, the data should be sanitized, and it has to send to database securely. So without that we cannot. So finally, what do you say? As per security, every programming language is 100% secured. The security of an application will always depends upon the great developer, that is we are. So it will depends upon you only. So if you learn programming language anything very well, I think you can do a best application always. You are a very good developer when if you learn the technology very well. And one more thing, Andy, when they are developing any programming language, first they will concentrate on security only. Security wise, how good my programming? If the security wise this is not good, no one will use that programming language. You see today, Java, .NET, Python, these many programming languages are there. These many programming languages are there, and every programming language is secured. And the first constraint is what? Security of an application. Without security, they will never release a programming language. If the security wise that is good, then they will release it. For implementing the security, they will implement lot of libraries, lot of methods, lot of classes to you. You should know how to use, when to use. You're learning Java. So if you're learning Java, how can we secure the data? How can we insert the data into database securely? How can we get the data from database securely? Right? This is what, how we can withdraw money from ATM with securely, how we can deposit the money into the bank securely. The same story here also, programming language also. It will depends upon the logic you're writing. It will depends upon the logic you're writing. Your money was theft by a thief. That means what? You are not caring of your money. That's the reason that person theft your money. In the same, that is called logic, and it will always depends upon the logic. That's all. So security of the application depends upon the developer at the end of the day, right? So this is security wise. For the full stack people, they have to understand which programming language is best. What is the best programming language here? Everything is best. Don't say this is good, this is bad. Some people will say Java. Did you work on Java? No. Did you work on PHP? No. Then how do you know this is good, that is bad? Something. One clear cut answer is every programming language is secured, and finally security of application depends upon the developer. Right. Next move is going to be client side programming and server side programming, and two things we have to know. After this completed, we will into the HTML, and client side and server side programming, SCRVR, server side programming. What is a client side programming languages? What is the server side programming languages? Generally, this is one of the common question also in interview, and they will ask you in interviews also. What is the difference between client side and server side programming languages? This is the common question in interview. This is a very basic thing. We didn't enter into the subject, but they will ask you such a kind of questions also. What is a client side programming? What is the server side programming? Why they call a client side? Why they call server side? Why they call server side? Right. So children, do you know any examples of client side programming? Example programming languages. Do you know? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JavaScript, jQuery, మనకి VB script చాలా ఉన్నాయండి. We can write many things, but don't worry about all the things. VB script and so on something I'm writing అండి. Like this, we have many programming languages. These are all called client side. Okay. What are the server side programming languages చెప్పండి? Node, PHP, Java. In Java, we have servlets, JSP, come under these things only. ASP.NET, I'm simply writing .NET only. And Ruby on Rails, Ruby and Rails. Ruby is a programming, Rails is a framework. And Python with Django, something like this. DJ, something simple I'm writing, PY with DJ. Right? So these are all what? Server side programming languages. Why they call server side? Why they call client side? Can I call these as the client side? No. Can I call this as a server side? No way. They are always client sided. These are always server sided. They cannot become vice versa. They can become vice versa. Can I call this server side client side? No. Can I call this as a server side? No way. Yes, guess it please. What is the client side? Ante I'm writing a point. Try to read the point here. Read the point. The programming languages which are executed with the help of browsers. What are the browsers we are having? Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or Internet Explorer, all are the browsers, right? If a programming language is executed with the help of browser, that is going to be called client side. Okay, same point again, if we can come here, try to see the programming languages which are executed with the help of servers are called server side programming language. That's all. Can you tell me some servers? మీకు ఏమైనా సర్వర్స్ తెలుసా? మీరు మేబీ యూ హర్డ్ అబౌట్ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్స్ అంటాం. జనరల్లీ దీస్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్స్. కెన్ యూ టెల్ మీ సమ్ అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్స్? అంటే అప్లికేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి? పిహెచ్పి అప్లికేషన్, జావా అప్లికేషన్, .NET అప్లికేషన్స్ అండ్ రూబీ అప్లికేషన్, నోడ్ అప్లికేషన్. ఐ వాంట్ రన్ దోస్ అప్లికేషన్స్. If you want to run those applications, we need an environment called server. Without server, we cannot run those applications. Without server, we cannot run the application. You see now, I'm running one of my React application. The React server is running mode here. So now you people see this now. If you can go localhost colon 3000, this is a React application is running right now. Localhost colon 3000 under the port number 3000, React application is running. So not only this, and I have one more application. Try to see. This is the local application. I'm running this now. Try to see. I shown you yesterday, I believe. So this is also one application is running. This is a PHP application. PHP applications always run under one server. Our React applications always run in one server. Java applications run in one server. .NET applications will run in one server. So any of the web application, if you want to see the output, that server should be in running mode. But this is the server which is running under Apache. Let me open this Apache server environment. This is Apache. I'm stopping the server. I stopped both the services, MySQL service as well as Apache server. If I refresh the page, is it getting output? No, you are not getting output. You are not getting output, Andy. What is the meaning of server side programming? Remember that applications are created by using PHP, Java, .NET, Python. If you want to see their output, the server should be in running mode. If the server is in running mode, then only we can see the output. The same React application also, you see, this is a React application running under node server. You close this React server. After this, I'm refreshing the page now. If you can refresh the page, are you getting output? No, this site can't be reached. Why? Because the server was stopped. If the server stopped, we cannot see the output only. In the same manner, the PHP application also, server was stopped. That's why we are unable to see the output. Let me run the server again. I'm starting the server. Both the services are started. Now you people can refresh the page now. If you can refresh, then you will see the output only because both the services are running. So this is an application we are creating for a customer that is running under Apache server, running under Tomcat server. Ivi servers ante you may heard about this Tomcat server, maybe Tomcat server, Apache server. Apache is a server, Tomcat is a server, name of the servers andi, where you can, where you have to keep your code. For example, you are learning PHP, you are learning Node.js, you are learning .NET, you written some code. That code can be executed in the browser, but remember, before executing the browser, you have to run the application server. If you run the application server, then only we can see the output in the browser. If you are not running the application server, we cannot see the output in the browser. This site can't be reached. This site can't be reached. So application server, then IIS server. This is .NET server. .NET people will use this server. NGINX. A lot of servers are there, Andy. Maybe choose the Java. If you can go to Java.NET like this, if you can see, lot of servers are there. FileZilla server, Mercury server, FTP, not FTP, NJNX, Glassfish servers. Like this, we have a lot of application servers, but most of the PHP applications are used Apache server only. PHP applications only always by default run under Apache. Java applications run under Tomcat server. .NET applications are going to be run under IIS servers. This is going to be .NET applications. Python, some other applications will run under NJNX, maybe Ruby. Such a kind of applications will run under every application, web application. If you're creating and if you're developing, that needs an environment called server. That needs an, without server, we cannot imagine. We cannot imagine a website, Andy. We cannot imagine a website. Okay, doubt now. I have one doubt, Andy, here. Sir, this is our local application. This is our local application we are running right now. Try to see. So this is the local application we are running. We had a control over this because I have something here. I can stop it. I can start it because this website is in my local system. This is in my local system only. Local host is nothing but your local computer. This application is running in your local computer. Sir, I make this live. Live ante everybody can see throughout the world. So it is a local system. I can see, you can see. No others can see because it's code with me. So I'm showing to you. That's why you're able to see. Otherwise, everybody cannot see. For example, Facebook.com. Everybody can see now throughout the world. Facebook is developed in PHP. Who is starting Apache server every day? And who is stopping Apache server every day? The live application Facebook. And remember, live servers are always in running mode 365 days, 24/7 and they're always in running mode. Akkada start buttons undavu. We don't have stop buttons in the live server. We have only running mode only. That is called maintaining a server for web application. Do you know how a server will look like? Whenever you see server, what is a server, Andy? Nothing. Server is a high-end configuration computer, laptop. High-end configuration. My laptop is a 1 TB hard disk, 8 GB RAM, 4 GB RAM, I think. Like 16 GB RAM, 1000 DB, 1 TB hard disks. Such a kind of high-end configuration laptops are going to be connected in LAN wise, LAN through each and every laptop is connected through LAN one by one. They will be connected each other. They are called servers, and nothing but. So today you are developing one big application, and like Amazon, Flipkart application, and you have to maintain your own server room. In the server room, you have to maintain a centralized AC. You have to maintain thousands of computers in that room with LAN connection. Whatever the data is coming from that, the data should be saved in your system. That is called server. Is nothing but server is a computer, high-end configured computer. In the server, we will install Apache server, we will install Tomcat server, all the servers will be installed. So if you have anybody, if you have free time, go to youtube.com or Google server room and kotandi. Google server room, if you can go for it, maybe you will have a good idea. Let us see, this is a Google server room. You see now how the video, try to watch a video. Google server room will look like this. You see now, just I'm clicking this, it is playing. So let me mute myself. He is saying something. Let me forward a little bit. You see the inside of the server room. You can watch this video from starting, Andy. Now he is entering. So maybe, yeah, he is entering into the server room. Try to watch for 5 to 10 minutes. You will get a clarity. What is the server room? How securely they will maintain. No one will be there. There is a 10-acre land, a 5 states building. Persons will never leave. Developers will never be there. Only computers will be there in the system with a centralized AC. One laptop is generating a lot of heat for an hour. If I run this laptop for an hour, it will generate a lot of heat. Like this, how many computers are connected in one single room? So that's why they will always maintain a centralized AC in the server rooms only. So, so where is our Google Gmail data? And inside this server room. This is the server room. This is the server room. Everything is one rack. One rack is nothing but one laptop. And you see how the server room, how big the server room is going to be. Data centers, people will call data centers or server room, all are same. So this is how the systems are going to be managed, Andy. So they have to be power connection 24/7. They have to be centralized AC. Always servers ఎప్పుడు కూడా cold places లో ఉంటాయండి. Servers are always been the cold places. Why? Because so they have to maintain. You see, everyone is one rack. So you watch a video by having some sound after going home. You see, that is a hard disk maybe. What he is doing? Oh, he is picking one laptop only. So that is nothing but one high-end configuration. You see how many hard disks are there in that? There are 2 hard disks are there. So that is high-end configuration computer. So if hard disk fails, maybe he is crushing the hard disk. They won't throw it out if that is failed. Why? Because hackers may hack that data in the hard disk. So this type of things, and they will see, they will make it piece by piece. They will throw it. They won't throw it actually. They will do some process again for that. Melting process or something they will do. They won't throw it actually, right? So try to watch a kind of video. You will understand. Tomorrow you are creating an application like this, and definitely how to maintain such a kind of server room. So at the end of the day, you are a developer, you are a front-end developer, or you are a back-end developer. You are creating an application, right? After creating that application, you have to make this application to live server, gada. That is called live server. Just now you watched the video, right? If you can keep there the application throughout the world, wherever you are, you can access the application. Facebook application was hosted in US, but you are able to access here facebook.com. How you are able to see ante? That is called live server. Because of the live, we are able to see the application here also. Okay, everybody should know, because you are here to become a full stack developer, or you are here to become a front end developer, whatever it may be, you should know what type of application you are going to develop at the end of the day, and where you are going to host those applications at the end of the day. Right? So this is my local application, and that local application, just now you see PRNV something we seen, right? So PRNV, this is my local. This you are able to see in my local host. The same application we hosted to live andi. చూసినట్లయితే this is the live. Now you see, now this is the same page in the live andi. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, what is the domain here we are having? PRNV services co.in service provider. So right now you see this is in my local system, local host PRNV live something, and the same was pushed to live yesterday. So now this page everybody can access throughout the world, but people can access this page. This is my local system. This local system page no one can access. If it's a live server, they can access. Live servers are always going to be in live mode 24/7, 365 days. We don't have such a kind of start buttons and stop buttons. See, I'm stopping this server, I'm stopping this server. Now I'm going to refresh this live. Live ki sambandham ledu. That is local, that is live. Live servers are always been running mode. There is no stop button, there is no start button in the live servers. Always they will be in running mode 365 days, 24/7. So idandi mottam meda what is a server ante? This is an environment called server. That is called server room. Server is nothing but a computer. In the computer, they will install the softwares like Apache, Tomcat, something like this. So who will execute Node.js? Who will execute PHP code? Who will execute Java code? Ante these application servers only knows how to execute Java, how to display the output on the browser. So who will execute these things? And HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and always browsers. And every browser has an inbuilt software called interpreter. Every browser has an inbuilt software called interpreter. That interpreter will execute the HTML, CSS, JavaScript code. And but చూడండి, you go to facebook.com. So 1 minute please, or go to facebook.com. This is PHP, and this application is in PHP. When I'm pressing control U, if you can press, you see we will see the source code. And this is all the source code which is executed in the browser. See, this application is developed in PHP, but you cannot see the PHP code everywhere. And you will see only HTML, CSS, JavaScript only in the browser. PHP code, where it is executed, it will execute in the server. HTML, CSS code executed in the browser. That's why browser able to show you HTML. It does not show you PHP code. PHP is executed by the server. After executing by the server will send output to browser. and browser will display to you. So it is not possible to see the PHP code. Facebook developed in PHP. IRCTC developed in Java. Can you see the Java code? No way. In the browser, you will always see. మీరు ఇక్కడ రైట్ క్లిక్ చేయొచ్చు. You right click and inspect this. Last inspect if you can see. What you are able to see. This is all HTML code. Can you see in the right side? What is this is all going to be called? This is all going to be HTML code. You will always see the HTML only. You will never see the content like this. So this is going to be what exactly that is going to be called client side or server side. What is the client side? The client side programming languages are always executed with the help of browser. The server side programming languages are always executed with the help of servers. What are the examples of browsers? Chrome, Firefox, Safari. And what is the examples of servers? Ante Apache, Tomcat, IIS, Nginx. This type of servers are going to be something. You're writing Node.js code. You're writing Java code. You want to see the output in the browser. Ante these servers should be in running mode in your local computer. మనం సర్వర్ కూడా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి. When you are working with Java web application, you have to install Java software, you have to install Java server also. The server is the environment to run the Java application, servlet application, JDBC applications, whatever you want to run it, you have to install a server also. I have to install PHP. I have to install respect to server for PHP is going to be Apache. Every server side programming language need an environment called server. Server is a software that will execute our programming languages, that will execute our applications. Without server, we cannot do anything. So finally, as a full stack developer, you should know about it because you know front end, you are going to know back end also. You are going to know front end, you are going to know back end. So as a back end developer, it's a responsibility to know Java programming you are learning, how a Java program will be executed. You are learning HTML, CSS. That is out. We can see output in the browser. To see the output of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, browser is enough. We don't need any server for that. But you want to see the output of Java.NET, you should know you should need a server. Without server, it is not possible, Andy. That's why they call server side programming. The programming languages which are executed and compiled and everything will done by the servers are called server side programming. Without server, we cannot see. Finally, without a server, there is no website. If the server is not there, how can I see the website, output of the website? Every programming language, if they are developing, first they will develop the server also. If there is no server, I think it cannot execute it together. There should be an environment called server also, Andy. Right. So this is all about client side and server side. So now tomorrow we will start with HTML. We'll start with HTML. What is HTML? Why should I use HTML? And what is the purpose of HTML? What HTML can do while creating a web application? So this is all we should know, Andy. Right? So this we will start in tomorrow's session. Let us complete the demo itself today itself. Right? Meanwhile, we will interact with you if you have any doubts. Carry on, guys, online and offline. If you guys are having any doubts, please message me in chat window. I'm stopping the session for the day. Tomorrow onwards, we have regular sessions. You can attend the sessions. You will get some clarity. After attending some sessions, you will get the clarity so that you can continue the same. Okay. Right. So why? Because in the starting day, from Monday onwards, I didn't start any subject. No, it's not my responsibility to teach you the subject. First of all, you should know why are you here. Why are you here? What is the purpose of this course? Why are you learning this course? Of learning this course, what are you going to become? So what type of applications you are going to create in future? So who are you? Front-end developer or a back-end developer or a full stack developer? So for all these questions, we want to be answered. That's why we had 3 demo sessions, and tomorrow onwards we have regular sessions. For the new people who came today, I think they will share you the WhatsApp group, Andy. I don't know whether they shared you the WhatsApp group in the chat window. They will share you the WhatsApp group in chat window. For the new people who came today, please join the group. Please join the group and you can continue. Right? So why? Because they will share you the recorded videos every day. Every session will be recorded. At the end of the evening or at the end of the session, they will share you the recorded videos with you. You can just continue with the record. Even if you are missing the session, sir, I'm unable to come to the session today. So one more thing, for the offline and online people, I'm telling you, this session is running both online and offline at a time, parallelly running. Online people are interested to attend the classroom. Yeah, you can come to the classroom also. You classroom people, sir, I am unable to come to the session today, and you will be at home, right? Maybe you can take the link and you can attend through home also. You can attend through online also. Both are not possible, sir. I am unable to attend online, unable to attend offline, and try to watch the recorded video at the end of the evening. Every session is going to be recorded. We will record the session because we want to provide you the recorded video back to you. Okay, right. So, okay, any doubts, carry on, please. Any doubts, carry on. If you have online and offline, if you're unable to speak me and message me in chat window, I will reply you back with you. Any questions, you carry on. Classroom people also. చెప్పండి ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా? Any doubts you are having? But we will discuss some projects also, guys, here. Don't worry. HTML, CSS will discuss a project. JavaScript will discuss a project. React.js also will discuss a project. So completely, I want to promise you one thing. Whatever we are discussing, the sessions are going to be completely real time. We don't want to encourage you theoretical knowledge. There is no theory here. Completely real time way I will take you through, because as a developer I know that what a company is expecting from you, that I want to teach you. If I'm just a trainer, I don't want to say all these demos directly. Day one onwards I will go for the subject, because we know, as an employee, as a developer, we know that what exactly a company is expecting from you, the same I'm going to teach you. If you can follow the same, 100% we can survive, 100% we can get success, right? That's what I will promise you. But the ultimate thing is what you have to practice the same, right? Right. Yeah, any queries, carry on. So no queries, no questions.